everyone, it's Seji, and today I will be talking about the books I would like to read for the Irish Readathon. This is one that runs throughout the entire month of March, and it's being hosted by Aoife from Fred Weasley Died Laughing, Leanne Rose and Elaine Howling. I will leave a link to their channels in the description box below. Either way, they created a couple of fun prompts, and I managed to find a book for each one. So yeah, let's just jump into it. The first prompt is read a book with a green colour, and I chose Normal People by Sally Rooney. This is a book that a lot of people have talked about. A lot of people really enjoyed this book, and it's about these two teenagers, Connell and Marianne. Connell is really popular and Marianne isn't. They're from two completely different worlds, but they still sort of find one another, and things kind of like get weird. And then a year later they are attending the same university, and they try and hang around in different crowds, and there their social standing kind of switches, but still they kind of manage to find each other again. And yeah, things happen, and that's basically all I know. I read the first 50 or 60 pages last year, and for some reason I just stopped. I don't know why, because I actually did feel that the story was interesting, so I would love to give this one another try. The second prompt is read a book by an Irish author or set in Ireland published between 2018 and 2020. So I chose The Lost Tide Warriors by Catherine Doyle. This is the second book in the Stormkeeper's Island series. I read the first book last year, and it made my top books read of 2019. Absolutely loved it. It's a middle grade fantasy story set on Island Arranmore, which apparently has a magical affinity towards time. And yeah, it's so great. I'm so ready to read the second book. The third prompt was read a book by an Irish author with LGBTQIA characters or an LGBTQIA author, and I chose The Canterville Ghost, The Happy Prince and Other Stories by Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde was a famous Irish author who actually got sentenced to a couple of years, I believe, of hard labour for having sexual relationships with a man. But yeah, I will read the back for you. When Mr. and Mrs. Otis, Virginia, Washington, and the young twins move into Canterville Chase, they are warned about the spectre of Sir Simon that haunts the old house. He was a very famous Irish author, and I believe he actually got sentenced to a couple of years of hard labour for having sexual relationships with a man. But yeah, I'll just read the back for you. When Mr. and Mrs. Otis, Virginia, Washington, and the young twins move into Canterville Chase, they are warned about the spectre of Sir Simon that haunts the old house. Bloodstains, strange apparitions, and clanking chains seem to prove his existence, but with gleeful American practicality, the Otises simply offer Tammany Rising Sun lubricator to oil Sir Simon's chains and Pinkerton's champion stain remover for the blood on the carpet. Defeated by a family that refuses to be haunted, Sir Simon seems cursed to future centuries of unrest, but the Otis family may in fact turn out to be his saviors. That sounds so good, and I'm very, very excited for this. The fourth prompt is read a book written by an Irish author that won an award, and The Weight of a Thousand Feathers by Brian Connigan won the 2018 Irish Book Award for teen and young adult books. It is about a boy named Bobby Seed who has to take care of both his mother and his younger sibling. And yeah, he just has a lot of responsibility. He carries a lot on his shoulder. So more than that, I actually don't know about this book, but I am very excited to read it. And then the fifth and final prompt is read a book that has less than 150 pages, and I chose A Modest Proposal by Jonathan Swift, and it has, I believe, It has 53 pages and it's satire. Some of you might know Jonathan Swift for writing Gulliver's Travels. Anyway, this is a political satire on how to solve the famine in Ireland. Either way, those were all of the books that I'm planning to read. I am very excited for this. I hope you will join as well. Let me know if you do. Either way, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. A huge thank you to Barbara, Klavak, Chris, Diane, Jen, Nikolai and Tara for supporting me over on Patreon.